welcome to the first edition of AWE Friday Fury of the year 2006. On this week's show, we'll take a look at a historic casket match between Sean the Hammer Striker and Matt Mariani. It took place at darkest hour, and it has an ending that you won't believe. And don't forget, Guilty as Charged is coming up on the horizon, January 21st and 22nd at the AWE Arena in Alfred, New York. 2 nights of back-to-back non-stop wrestling action. And now let's take a look at this week's main event, pitting Sean the Hammer Striker against Matt Mariani in a casket match.
But I'm still here, 'cause I'm so blind, and we're far from comfortable this time.
And we are getting ready for this casket match, a first in AWE history. Rules of a casket match, very simple. First person to put their opponent inside the casket and close the lid will be declared the winner. And you see Sean the Hammer Striker getting ready for awaiting the arrival of his opponent. Matt Mariani is here. Freezing cold outside here in Alfred, New York.
Hold on, referee man.
At the bandstand on Main Street.
Sean, the Hammer Striker.
Sean Striker introduced, getting a sizable pop from this crowd.
Matt Mariani.
Matt Mariani getting a good response as well. Both of these guys, fan favorites, both very tough, fierce competitors. Both of them have shown their mettle in AWE competition so far. Sean, the Hammer Striker, winner of the Tournament of Torture in September. And as they trade off punches in the middle of the ring, need to remind you that Matt Mariani held his own against Azalin in October at the Chamber of Horrors match. And there he goes outside. Looks like he crashed into that, looks like a tree out there. In the early going, and a drop kick. Baseball slide by Sean Striker. Matt Mariani never saw that one coming. And now these guys brawling out in the snow. Suplex attempt. Setting him up for the pickup. No, Matt Mariani able to shift his weight and block the move. And he rolls back inside. No pinfalls, no submissions. You have to put your opponent inside the casket and close the lid to be declared the winner. Matt Mariani setting him up, DDT. Wow, you can see the impact. Springing Sean the Hammer Striker, dropping him head first, causing him to land flat on his back. And now Matt Mariani struggling to get his footing here. This ring is icy cold, was shoveled off just before the match. Wait a minute here. Sean Striker able to bounce out. He was almost in that casket. Had one foot in the grave, so to speak. And now he's firing back with some shots to the head of Matt Mariani. And a DDT of his own. Front face DDT. Catching him more on the forehead. And the top of the head. Another kick to the midsection. Elbow to the back of the neck. Another shot working over the head of Matt Mariani. Big time. Fans calling that one a cheap shot. I don't know, but I do know that that was a powerful clothesline from Matt Mariani. And Sean Striker never saw it coming. And now he's opening up with those right hands right in front of us here. Bringing this right into your living room. Thanks to the outstanding camera work of AWE's crew. And cameraman John doing a great job filming the action for us. And now, setting up Sean Striker, taking advantage, throwing him against the casket lid. Now he's trying to put him inside. You can see the lid on the right-hand side of your screen. It's a big, heavy wooden lid, and he's got to try and close that thing on the Hammer, Sean Striker. And I don't think it'll be that easy as he's got him set up. Snapmare takeover. Back first. You can imagine the impact on this frozen, solid battleground that these guys are competing on. Both these guys jockeying to be the best in AWE. And a win here would go a long way toward getting them a shot at the AWE World Wrestling Championship. Dr. Bill holds that title. And Sean Striker held the leg of Matt Mariani, who was able to kick away, block that attempt to put him inside the casket. Matt Mariani is not done yet. And now these guys trading punches in the middle of the ring, battling lefts and rights. flying here. You feel the intensity. Both these guys want to beat the hell out of each other. And what a nice drop kick by Matt Mariani. Sean Stryker down again. Matt Mariani getting ready for a charge here. Oh! Looks like both men went down. Looks like they were both thinking the same thing at the same time. Clothesline. And they each got each other right in the mush. And down they go. The referee's not going to start a 10 count because neither man can get counted out. You can only win by putting your opponent inside the casket and closing the lid. Referee Ben Hendel has very little to do in this matchup. He's pretty much staying to the outside, letting these guys battle it out. What a vertical suplex. You can just feel the impact in that high impact move by Sean Stryker. Wow. That's got to do a lot of damage to the back of Matt Mariani. Sean Stryker, known to have high endurance, able to beat several opponents on the way to winning the Tournament of Torture in September. And he's put up a hard fight in every match he's been in AWE. And now he's bounced Matt Mariani's head off that wooden structure. Still working over the head of Matt Mariani, trying to clear the cobwebs. Elbows to the gut, almost going off of instinct here. Knee lift by, oh my goodness. What a flying tackle out of nowhere by Matt Mariani. Able to protect his own head and drive his shoulder into the gut of the Hammer. Looks like a blatant low blow, but everything is legal in this casket match. As Sean Stryker is going into the casket one more time, struggling. He's hammering away on the back is Matt Mariani as Sean Stryker is trying to push off the bottom of the casket and try and pull himself out. Get momentum, and he does, and plants with a DDT, another front-face DDT. Right on the head of Matt Mariani, as if it hasn't been knocked around enough in this match. And both guys struggling to get to their feet. Again, with the right hand, Sean Stryker. Now Matt Mariani, seeing weakness, takes advantage of it, goes to the midsection, picks him up, looks like he's going for oh my God! I've never seen that move before. And Matt Mariani wishes he'd never seen it, period, as he's down and out. Flying elbow drop by the Hammer. This could put him away right here. That'd be a pinfall for sure if there were pinfalls in this match. But instead, he's got to pick up that dead weight. He's got to throw him in the casket, and he's got to close the lid. But Sean Stryker picks him up, swinging neckbreaker attempt. Yes! Pater with that rude awakening neckbreaker. But Sean Stryker really got to be worn out here. Both these guys. He's trying to... Oh, look at this. Matt Mariani able to recover, take off his bandana, and choke him with it. And now both these guys just running on fumes here. Got to be exhausted. As Matt Mariani struggles to put Sean Stryker in the casket. They're each putting each other in a headlock here. And going inside the casket, trying to pick up the win. Shot to the head, and another clothesline. Oh, it puts him in. He's in the casket. Sean Stryker is in the casket. Matt Mariani's going for a chair. He's going to try and finish him off with this. But wait just a minute. Sean Stryker able to pull himself out. He catches the chair. Findaminator into the casket. And he's still hanging on. Matt Mariani has tried everything he can do, but he just can't put Sean the Hammer Stryker down. He's still struggling to put him inside that casket and close the lid. And both these guys battling for position here. Looks like he's trying to reach in. He's got him in a chokehold. Yes, he does. The Hammer. He's got him up for a chokehold. Picks him up. Chokeslam. Out of nowhere. With his last breath right there, Sean the Hammer Stryker picks him up with a chokeslam and buys himself some time to recover. Which is what he's going to need after this brutal beating that both men have taken. And now he's got him set up for, looks like, he knows what he's going to do here. He's got him up for a spear. Yes! Plants that shoulder right in the sternum. Might have knocked the wind out of Matt Mariani. And again, he's got another situation where he'd have him pinned if there were pinfalls in this matchup. But instead, he's got to pick up the dead weight of Matt Mariani. Bulldogs him down again. I think Sean the Hammer Stryker should work toward putting him in the casket. Because you have to pick up that dead weight again and again. He pulls the lid. This might be time. Matt Mariani, no, he's still continuing. He's up. Backflip, kip up, and the stunner. He brought the hammer down right there, and Matt Mariani is in a bad, bad way. He is struggling to keep competitive in this matchup as he's being thrown inside the casket. Trying to clip the knee, bend the knee, trying to get in the casket, but Matt Mariani struggling out with everything he's got. Desperation moves, and a tackle, that flying body tackle. And now Matt Mariani in control here. Looks like he's... Well, wait a minute. Here he's got a chain, I guess. I don't know where he produced that from. Looks like he's got something on his hand. And he just waylaid the hammer, Sean Stryker, with it. He is out like a light. And now Sean Stryker, I don't even know where that came from. But Matt Mariani's got him in the casket. Now he just has to close that lid, and this thing will be over with. But out of nowhere, that knockout blow with that weapon, I don't even know where that came from. But Matt Mariani gets the win here. Big victory. Although by a rather dubious means here, you can see. Let's see if we can look at the ending again and figure out where this came from. He just puts out his hand, and now he's got a weapon from somewhere. Not really sure what's... I guess he must have had it on him or something. I don't know, but that shot just put him out. And your winner, after this, after dumping him rather unceremoniously into that casket and closing the lid, Matt Mariani picks up a big win here at Darkest Hour. As he stands high in front of this crowd in Alfred, New York. But how on earth, I wonder how Sean Stryker got knocked out from that weapon and where it came from. And now he's trying to get out, and AWE Guilty is charged. Main event, Dr. Phil, AWE World Champion, against Azalin for the AWE World Wrestling Championship. Both these guys have been at the top of their game in AWE. Who will come out on top? That Guilty is charged. And these four men, Tyrant, Juggernaut, Bronx Bomber, and Jay, will vie to become the first AWE America's champion in a four-way dance, then a triple threat, and then a singles match to crown the champ. It's revolutionary, coming up January 21st and 22nd. And then Matt Mariani takes on the Hammer, Sean Stryker, in a rematch from Darkest Hour. You saw the casket match, you saw the controversial ending, and you're going to see the rematch coming up January 21st and 22nd in Alfred, New York at the AWE Arena, also known as Davis Gym. And we'd like to thank Fort Minor for contributing Petrified. Their album, The Rising Tide, is in stores right now. This is the official theme song for Guilty as Charged, January 21st and 22nd. Matt Mariani won in controversial fashion, but the rematch is signed for January 21st and 22nd at Guilty as Charged. And don't forget to tune in next week. We've got a historic show for you. The first ever women's match in AWE history, Kitsune against Minerva. Also next week, Azalin, the Lion of Bone and Ebony, the #1 contender for the AWE World Wrestling Championship, will be in action against the winner from this week's show, Matt Mariani. It's going to be an epic clash between two of AWE's top stars. You'll be able to see it next week on Friday Fury. Thanks for watching AWE Friday Fury. We'll see you next week, same time, same place.